Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is it today? It is today, Tuesday's market SITREP or situation report. Matthew Buckley, call sign Wisdom. Wow, that was a pretty wild close. Check this out. We just made about 3140, over $3,000 in what a little over half an hour on Microsoft. Check this out. Bought 2,000 shares of Microsoft at what was that 313 at about 202.01. Take a look at what Microsoft did into the close. I was sitting here just fat, dumb, and happy watching the close, and then this happened. This thing exploded. Guess where I got out? Right at 3:51 and 57 seconds for a profit of $3,140. That's some pretty good work for a little over half an hour just kind of sitting here. Nothing absolutely fundamental at all other than algorithms and funds and people pushing stuff around. So I don't mind being a little bit of a remora fish swimming around underneath here. Nice $3,100. I'm heading down to Fort Lauderdale tonight to talk to my PR lady about launching our foundation. So that's a pretty nice dinner. And actually, I'm going to start throwing profits like that over into the foundation. To whom much is given, much is required, right? So, nice. Really, and all this was thrown over the fence into our Max Afterburner group and also into our regular Afterburner group over here. So in our self-directed investment club, self-directed investment squadron. So there I am buying the stock and doing all sorts of work, showing my trades, everything that's going on in there. If you're interested, shoot me an email, Wiz, W-H-I-Z, at topgunoptions.com, because we've been having an absolute blast. Now, it ain't all sunshine and lollipops. Out of the blue yesterday, Lululemon acquires at-home fitness company Mirror for $500 million. The real headline should be Lululemon spends $500 million for an iPad. So currently got blown out of a bear call spread on Lululemon, but it's Tuesday. There is a lot of green between now and Thursday. And remember, Friday, the market's closed because of the 4th of July, non-holiday since we're all locked in prison. Nice Independence Day. 4th of July is canceled essentially in this country, folks. How's that sit with you? This time last year, I was getting ready to jump on my friend's 88-foot Pershing yacht. We went down to Miami, anchored off of Star Island, and watched fireworks and the Trump 4th of July America parade. Here we are a year later. What an absolute shit show that has happened. It's insanity that's going on. But anyway, just to balance out, it ain't all winning trades all the time, man. But I put on, this morning, I actually put on a repair trade. How'd Lulu close? I was too busy watching Microsoft to keep an eye on Lulu. So let's take a look at the 3-day chart there. So Murphy's Law, man, this happens, right? Here we are yesterday. I'm going to do a bear call spread, bearish on Lulu, COVID Part 2 is coming. They're going to lock us down. Boom. After hours announcement. And it really hasn't filled the gap yet. But at the open here, right around here, we sold another bear call spread. What was it? The 315, 317 and a half or something like that. I call it a repair trade. So I have one that's down here at like 300. That's underwater right now. But again, you definitely don't want to, quote, prematurely eject from a trade. And remember, because look at it this way, folks. It's not like on Thursday they're going to re-announce that they're acquiring Mirror. This is a gap event. This happened after hours. You can't trade options after hours. You can trade stock after hours. But, that it popped, and then, it kind of hung, which is interesting. Down a little bit in after hours trading. So I'm going to hang in that trade. I'm not touching that. But let's get back to being strategic. In really super fun, great news from the religion of peace, terror groups aiming to deploy coronavirus spreaders for new jihad attacks. Freaking super. I warned you over the years, folks, that these freak shows were going to try and weaponize Ebola. You want to talk about terror? Talk about Ebola, man. It makes coronavirus look pleasant. So these insane human beings in the religion of peace want to get people sick and have them come to America and get people more sick. It's a disgrace. In China, we're going to war news. The Hong Kong security law is cracking down on them. China strikes back at us. with our move to restrict visas for party officials. They're threatening to stick it to us with the phase. There ain't no phase one trade deal. When there was a phase one trade deal, I told you there was no phase one trade deal. Why is China going to buy soybeans from the United States to give Trump a little bit of a victory going into an election, especially when they can get them down in Brazil for pennies on the dollar? Makes no sense. And they're going to stick it to us with rare earth. A lot of the rare minerals that go in computers, weapons, computer screens, in your iPhone, your Android, if you're an old man like me, it comes from China. So this is really starting to swirl around and feel to me like a perfect storm. I get it, man. We had a good, the Dow ended up positive to end the quarter, one of the best quarters like ever. Take a look at a chart of the S&P 500. January, February, March, absolute implosion. April, May, June, one of the best market rallies in history. And I'm laughing because most of the smart money missed it, right? U.S. stocks on track for best quarter since U.S. stocks finished the best quarter in more than 20 years, and the smart money missed it. Jeffrey Gundlach, a $150 billion hedge fund manager, Double Line Capital, April 27th, I'm bearish. I'm out of cash. I'm going to pound this market into the dirt. Boom. Nice job, Jeffrey. The smart money missed it on the way down, too. What did they tell you on the way down? Oh, this is a bottom. I'm nibbling here. I'd be a buyer. Here I'd buy. And you're broke. And then they completely missed this on the way up. I'm laughing. This quarter was fantastic for us. What happened today? Jerome and Mnuchin, Uncle Jerome and Mr. Mnuchin did their required testing. The CARES Act or whatever the hell it's called, the payroll, whatever it's called. Congress or the legislative branch put a requirement in there for, I think it's once a quarter, for the Treasury Secretary and the Fed chief to testify and let us know where things are going. There was a couple of little moments there where where Miss Maloney, whatever her name is, from Democrat from New York, just kind of lit into the Treasury Secretary, because there are some I got to be honest with you, there's like nine programs out there where relief things, and I guarantee you that the Treasury Secretary cannot tell you where a lot of stuff went, or he actually probably doesn't want to tell you where a lot of stuff went, to be honest with you. Why? Because it probably went to people who don't deserve it, or hedge funds, or institutions, or businesses that didn't deserve it. So while I got buddies in Fort Lauderdale closing their restaurants and maybe filing for bankruptcy, we got it's the Wall Street ballots of 2008 look tame compared to what the Fed did this time around, and the Treasury. So I don't know, man. Good finish here, but we're still chopping around this golden cross as the 250-day meet for the first time since months ago, 3-4 months ago. I'm neutral to bearish, man. I unfortunately, Democrats are going to destroy this country again, or attempt to destroy this country again, by relocking us down. When they foam at the mouth with these cases, and I'm like, where's the rest of the sentence? Cases are going through the roof. What's the mortality rate? Oh, yeah, it's kind of going down. But anyway, did you see all these cases we have to shut down? You want to stay at home and hide under your bed? Do it. Don't tell me what to do. Whatever happened to Democrats and my body, my choice? Or was that just bullshit? Furious about this second lockdown, man. Nowhere in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence does it have an asterisk at the bottom that says all this goes out the window in case people get sick. It's bullshit. Those things were actually designed to withstand times like this. We can go out and riot and race and tear down statues and burn and loot and kill people, but God forbid you want to go to the beach. Never thought I'd be living in a country that is like this. I don't recognize it, man. And I loved this country. I still kind of love it. It's becoming very, very, very hard to love. Why am I rambling about this? Because I think we got another big leg down. I nailed this. I nailed that. I missed the turn by about a week, but got it. I think we got another one coming. And my sails are trimmed appropriately. And if I'm wrong, great. I'll turn on the drop of a dime, pull 9 G's and get bullish. But for now, my sails are trimmed for some downside. It's going to be a long, hot summer, folks. And as I've repeated almost daily, the acronym DRINC, D-R-I-N-C, Democrats, Russia, Iran, North Korea, China, between now and Election Day, they're going to do everything in their power to destroy the president. You watch. Make sure you hedge. Okay, have a great rest of your day. More information about the foundation to come after I meet with our PR lady, and we should be good to go. Have a great rest of your night. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless you.